Right, hello geeks, geekasses, nerdasses and some Star Trek people. Yes, anyway, one thing I've always wanted, and I've always managed to crash, is a little helicopter. I did have a quite large one many years ago now, but it sort of was off balance and kept tipping over and crashing. And yes, wasn't fun. But in recent years there's been a change in the design of these model helicopters. And they now have these auto-rotation blades that fly opposite to keep it stable, and gyroscopes. Which means you can have little model aircraft like this one, which has been bought for me by Fluffy. This is a Syma S107N 3-channel remote control helicopter with gyro, which keeps it stable when it's flying, so those horrible old ones that were a pain in the ass. Now, I'm filming this in the Geek Food Lab, because it's later in the evening and got better light in here. So, what is this thing? Well, I've already said, it's what it says on the tin, or the box. And these are half price at £15, so she bought me one knowing I've always wanted one. Nice. They do have larger ones with cameras and stuff on, so much grovelling will be needed in the future. But for the meantime, they can't be flown in the house without disaster and tragedy. This one can. So let's have a look. Here's our little helicopter. Has it got a light under there? I don't know. Let's get a bit closer for you. Right, there's our little helicopter. Red thing with blades and something strange on the top, which we'll deal with in a minute. Front, it's got a remote control, which is like a bit like an Xbox controller, and you've got throttle, left, right, forwards, backwards, and fine control USB port. I have no idea why this has got a USB port. 3-channel, which means you've got 2 axis plus acceleration. Indoor flight, gyro system, which keeps it level, flashlight at front, which you just see there, and a lithium poly battery, so it's rechargeable. So 3-channel, tells you what the different buttons do, so no need to thing on that. Uses 4 AA batteries. Check. Duracells too. And on the back shows you the various functions. 21st the 5th 13, so this is at the time of filming, this has almost been built a year, so it takes a while to shift these. As you can see, $14.99 instead of $24.99, so should have a little bit of fun with this. And loads of warnings and technical information on the back. Note 3 Sardonians, usual stuff, made in China. And under here somewhere, because English is not the first language on this, where is it? GB. Little print here on the GB. Take enough safety precautions prior to operating this model. Yes, that's a bit of a cop-out, cover-all sort of phrase, isn't it? But anyway, let's crack her open and see what we get. First question. Little bits of sellotape, so I'm going to need and knife. Luckily, they're in the kitchen, so they're not too far away. Okay, let's have a look what we got. Easily got through, and hopefully, right, let's slide this little beauty out so you can see. Okay, slide this beauty out. Phew, got it. Right, this box empty inside. Stage 2. In preparation. So we've got our little helicopter which is strapped safely in, the remote control, and it's got USB connector. Oh, I see. So the remote control uses photo blaze and that charges this. So I imagine it's not going to fly for that long. Let's have a look. Tons of bit of battery information. Use a Phillips screwdriver. There's no Chinglish there. It's all good stuff. Charging via the handset. So you can charge it from there, or you can charge it directly from USB. I shall be charging from USB because this will just drain the batteries. This model is powered by a small wood. Its powerful battery cell will provide many hours of flying fun. To charge the helicopter, use the supplied USB cable or charge directly from the handset. The indicator will turn off when the helicopter fully charged. Charging time is approximately 50 minutes. Cool. It's the same on that. 30 to 40. No. Charge for approximately 30 to 50 minutes for about 6 to 8 minutes of flight. Okay. No problem. And then instructions on flying your helicopter. So we'll have a play with that. So this is going to have to be charged before I can do anything. While mastering the auto flying, it's inevitable that accidents will happen. To reduce the amount of downtime after an accident, we offer a handy crash pack full of the most common parts needed to get you back in there. These are available to purchase via original point of purchase or your local model shop. Okie dokie. After use, switch off. Okay, let's get this bugger out, shall we? Which is the easiest. Well, remote control is the easiest. So here's our remote control. Yeah, let's have a look at this. It's quite light at the moment because it hasn't got the batteries in. Feel. Yeah, everything's spring. Well, that doesn't. That springs back nicely. It's got a nice tactile feel. Buttons. Oh yeah, on off buttons, so down now. These buttons. Ah, they're blanked out. There's nothing to them. Left and right. Nice chunky clicky things. What that's for, no idea, and they're all blanked out, so they are not in use. And there's our port. Tool seems well made, feels comfortable to hold. So, and little shoulder pads. I think the shoulder pads for. Let's have a look. Here doesn't say. I think they just exist to exist. Probably for different models. Let's have a look. Look at my turn. Fine adjust, what's that? Band selector. Well, that's the band selector, the middle button there. But it doesn't say anything about the shoulder panels, so they must be for different models, as usual. So let's put that to one side. Now let's have a look at the helicopter itself. We've got the inevitable tie uppy things, which are inevitably difficult to remove. In fact, I shall come back when they're done. Be right back. Okay, about 1 minute later, and we have released the beast. And here he is. This is the model itself. Very light, obviously, as it needs to be. And at first, I thought the blades are broken, but they aren't. They actually, as it spins, they will sort themselves out. Yep, Syma S107N. Little motor in there. And there's that charging point. It's very light. Little wings at the back there. It's probably for keeping it on track. And our rotor blade at the back. It's not like a traditional helicopter, so you've got to control that. Keeps it up, keeps it straight, which is nice. Underneath, you see underneath, and the nose with the LED with a little light, and there's an on-off button somewhere. Ah, there it is on the back. On and off. Ah, there it is. There, it's got some charge. There's a light at the back and a red light flashing there, which I assume probably means it's low on power. But what I'm going to do is just see if it's got a flash charge, which it obviously has, by putting the batteries in, and we'll give it a little shot before we come back after full charge and see what it can do. I'll be right back. Right, okay, the batteries are installed. Just a quick few comments with minor points. They've used here a tiny screw, which most Phillips screwdrivers are not going to get out. So this is irritating. So manufacturers either use a larger screw or provide a very simple little screwdriver to get these out. It also wasn't tapped, so it actually does come out, which could potentially make it quite fiddly, especially if a younger person who doesn't realise what they're doing attempts to do this. Anywho, flashy. Okay, and switch this on. And it flashes away. Let's see if it's got any sort of flash charge in it by very gently. Yeah, it's got a flash charge. Locked on. We can see. So I'm just trying to see if you can see the motor's moving without it flying, but obviously not. So what I'm going to do, because it's quite dodgy, is switch this controller off. Position this somewhere where it can fly, and then I will blow out back. Right, here we are. We got the assistance of the Fluffmeister. Say hello, Fluffmeister. Speak.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. We are on it. Right, and now switching it on. Should lock onto the helicopter in a moment. Hopefully. There we go. It's locked on. And let's have a try. Oh, we're flying with a bit of practice. Right, hello. 24 hours later, and I've had a little bit of practice, so let's see. Well, I've actually successfully flown this around the kitchen, but we never know. So let's do the best we can with this thing. So just give it a little bit of throttle for it to start up, and then throttle back. When you're doing movements, it sort of loses power a little bit sometimes, so. Right, here we go. There we go, and. Whee! Oh! Fall back. Well, there we go, that was a successful flight. I'd say juggle. Let's try one more, and we'll try a normal landing. Come. That's one of the dangers when it shoots randomly. Right, let's see if we can get a proper landing on this. Oh, no, it's gone sideways. Right. There we go. Right, come this way. Come on. Right, let's go for it. Ta-da! Well, thank you very much. You can do much more with this, but yes. Let's fly around the kitchen. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Yeah, something lost power then. I think it's because the manoeuvre lost a bit of power. What is this? Good fun! The cat's watching up the top units there. See that cat up there? There we go, nice gentle hover. Spin her around, bring her across.
The cat up there?
Ooh, go and leave it. Miss flew. You have to be very, the throttles on this are very sensitive, as you can see. So you've got to be very, very gentle. Come on, get out of there.
Oh. It likes the dishwasher.
Right. See, suddenly it'll shoot up. Whoa! Right, okay, we have stability.
We have a potentially interested cat behind the blind.
Let's get out of there. Ooh. I hope you're enjoying watching my attempt at flying. There we go. So we get it hover and spin it around. Wow, wow. There we go. And a bit of a gentle landing. And there you go. So that's good fun. I'm going to try and get better at it, obviously. Dog chew toy. So, yes, highly recommended. Not bad for 15 quid. Loads of fun to be had. Thank you very much. Well, I was going to wait to take the camera, but it's just got a bit too unstable, so one more try. There you go. Off to the bird. There you go. He's looking at you, kid. And down. Thank you very much. You can criticise my flying all you want. Until you've tried. Thank you. Wow. Kid with the tail.
You need to quit being dirty. You're a dirty boy.